What's up, movie fans? So guys, I would just like to quickly inform you of a very unfortunate tragedy, okay? This year, since I'm focused on making the video that you are currently watching, I am not going to be able to make a May 4th video. So, instead, in this video, I'm going to quickly promote a Star Wars themed channel just because, why not? There's this one channel that's run by a friend of mine called Grand Admiral Thrawn. Yeah, I'm friends with the Grand Admiral of the Empire from, Star Wars Rebels. I know, that's pretty crazy, right? You should definitely go and watch that channel and subscribe to it. And yeah, that's what I'm quickly promoting that. Today is actually a pretty crazy occasion for my channel. This is my 100th video. We have made 100 videos on this channel. I can't believe it. It's so cool. To celebrate this momentous occasion, I am going to be ranking some of my old videos. I thought that would be a funny idea for today. Essentially, before I started my channel, there were these 7 videos that I mapped out beforehand. And so I thought that it would be fun to look back on all those videos and rank them all. So I took notes on all of those videos. I rewatched them all. So today I am going to rank my first 7 videos ever on my channel. Let's get straight into it. Number 7. The worst of my first 7 videos is my original Harry Potter ranking. My first complaint actually isn't even just a complaint with this video, it's a complaint with all of my old videos in general. I talk way too quietly in them. I wasn't as enthusiastic back then, so I talk very quietly in all of my videos, and that's something that's really annoying. But in this one, it seemed especially prevalent, because for some reason, I just wasn't very enthusiastic in this video. I'm not sure why. I filmed all of my old videos. My original studio was actually in the basement of my house. My first 20 or so videos were all filmed in a different studio than the one I'm in now, and that one was in my basement. And as a result, in a lot of those videos, you can hear creaking coming from upstairs. This one, it was especially bad. This video in particular, there was a lot of creaking. For some reason, I ramble off topic a lot in this video. Worst example of that is while I'm talking about Harry Potter and the Deathly Hallows Part 1, I bring up Avengers Infinity War, and I was trying to use it as an example of something, but in the video, it just felt so out of place and weird. And my final big problem with this video is at the beginning of it, I said that I wasn't really going to base any of my opinions in the video based on how well the movies followed the books, which makes sense, that's fair. But then I went on to basically, in my entire Half-Blood Prince explanation, judge the movie basically entirely on how well it followed the books. Overall, this is my least favorite of my original videos. I don't like this video that much, so yeah, this comes in last. Now, number 6, a video that I don't have a lot to say about. It is my Stranger Things video. Yeah, I don't have a lot to say about this one. I'm quiet again in it, but one thing that I did notice was that I'm a bit more enthusiastic than I was in the Harry Potter one, so that helps this video, I think. I said in the video that Stranger Things was my favorite show ever. I just wanted to note that that has definitely changed. Stranger Things is a good show, but it's definitely not that good. I don't know how I ever thought that, honestly. At one point in this video, the camera angle randomly changed, and that was a bit jarring. I don't know what happened there. I would change the order of this video a little bit. I think that season 1 is actually the best season of Stranger Things, but I put season 3 at number 1. I would change that. Overall, besides that, there's not even anything that I disagree with in this video. I just don't have a lot to say about it. Like, it's only 5 minutes long. It's fine. I just think that most of my other first few videos were better. Now, number 5 is my first video ever, my original MCU ranking. I was surprised that this one wasn't last. So this video, my first problem is that I wasn't very confident in it. I'm a lot more enthusiastic and confident. I talk a lot louder now, but here, this is probably the worst case of me being like, not very confident or enthusiastic, because this was my first one ever. I pause a lot in between my sentences in this video. One thing that I wanted to quick mention here, in this video, at the bottom, instead of just words coming on the screen, like what will happen now, in all of my ranking videos, like these ribbons came out, I guess in this case, movie listed on it, and I thought that that was a cool thing that I just wanted to mention real quick. Another thing about my original studio, in the specific spot where I was like filming all of my videos originally, there were like these folders in the background, and Captain America's shield is just kind of balancing on there. I thought that that was kind of funny. This is probably my biggest problem with my entire first video. I didn't watch The Incredible Hulk before I made this video. As a result, this ranking is kind of incomplete, and that's just dumb. I do that again in another video on this list, and now I would never make a ranking video until I've seen everything that I'm talking about in that video. Dumb old movie fan, how dare you do that? Quick little note here, the shirt that I am wearing in this video. It is an Avengers shirt. It's based on the MCU. One weird thing about that shirt that I remember always bugged me, and I don't know why I wore it in these videos, because the shirt is dumb because of this, is for some reason, Falcon has Hawkeye's face on that shirt. Like, you can go back to my original video and look at the shirt. I'm not sure how well you'll be able to see it, but for some reason, they gave Falcon Hawkeye's face, and that's so weird. So I talked about Iron Man 2 was pretty low on this list. I didn't like that movie. I still agree with that. I don't like Iron Man 2, but I don't think I would agree with the reason why in this video. The reason why was because the movie has very little action, but I think I kind of missed the point. The problem with Iron Man 2 isn't that the movie has very little action. The movie has hardly any urgency. Like, the entire middle section of the movie, there's no urgency pushing the movie forward, because Tony doesn't even know that the main villain of the movie is alive. So yeah, I just wanted to quickly note that, because I think I totally missed the point on why that movie doesn't work for me. Once again, you can hear a lot of creaks in this video, not as bad as the Harry Potter video, but they are still very much there. One thing about that original video, when I was talking about Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 2, I feel like everything that I said about that video was all just stuff taken from what other people said, because I really like Guardians 2. I would even say that in some cases it's better than the first movie. But in that original video, I ranked it way lower, and I basically gave an excuse that everybody else would say about Guardians 2, and I don't know, that just annoys me. Like, I feel like I was worried that people would disagree with me, so I just said something that everybody else says about that movie, and yeah, that definitely annoyed me. These are my exact words. These are the notes that I took while I was watching this video. I just said Spider-Man Homecoming is the best interpretation of Spider-Man. Am I on drugs? Those were my exact words. I definitely don't agree with that. The camera angle randomly changes in this video too. I rush by just a lot of the movies in this video. Like, I don't spend a lot of time really going in depth on them. like I do now. My final note here is I like the fact that my top 4 on this original video are still my top 4 MCU movies to this day. Number 4 is my original Star Wars ranking. At the beginning of this video, I said hi, movie fans. That is a total traitorous move. It is not hi, movie fans. It is what's up, movie fans. Get it right. There are more creaks in this video. A lot of creaks in my old videos. I've been over this. Anyway, at the beginning I did this funny little thing where I was like, you are watching a channel called Movie Fan, edited by Movie Fan, written by Movie Fan, starring Movie Fan. I just wanted to point out that part of that is a total lie. I do not edit my own videos. My dad does. There are so many cringy lines in this video. Like, I didn't even list all of them. There are just a lot of cringy lines. I'm just watching this video and I'm just like, why did I say that? Old Movie Fan was cringy. One joke that I actually did like, this is not cringy, I thought this was actually legitimately funny. When I was talking about Attack of the Clones, I said, I hate Attack of the Clones more than Anakin hates sand. I just think that that's pretty funny. During this entire video, on the set, in the background, Woody's hat is falling off. It's a funny little note there that I noticed. One thing that I will say about this video is that what I said about Phantom Menace is totally spot on, and I forgot about a lot of my criticisms with Phantom Menace. But I think in this video I sum up a lot of my criticisms with Phantom Menace perfectly. In this video I ranked Force Awakens higher than Return of the Jedi, which is a very unpopular opinion that I still to this day 100% agree with. Force Awakens is better than Return of the Jedi. I'm gonna get killed for saying that. One joke that I made in this video that I've made fun of a lot in future videos because it's just a very cringy joke. A lot of people say that Force Awakens is a carbon copy of A New Hope, but it's not a carbon copy, it's a Carbonite copy. Such a cringy joke. And also mention the fact that that wasn't even my original plan to say that. That was improvised on the spot. I actually agree with a lot of my rankings here. The only thing that I disagree with is Revenge of the Sith is ranked very low here. I would change that for sure. But besides that, this video, like in terms of my opinion, hasn't aged that badly. Number 3. My top 3 out of my oldest videos is my original DCEU ranking. The intro in this video where I was wearing the Batman mask and you just have to watch the intro of this video. I can't even explain it. It's not funny that way. Just watch this video real quick, the intro. I think that that's still funny. The only bad thing about it is that my Batman voice sucks. Once again, I made this video without watching Suicide Squad, so it's an incomplete ranking. I don't know why I did that so much back then. One thing that I said in this video, while I was talking about Batman v Superman and Justice League, is I think that Justice League is a very boring movie, and Batman v Superman is a bad movie, and your preference to one or the other is due to which one you would prefer. But I actually disagree with that statement. I would say the complete opposite today. Batman v Superman is a boring movie, and Justice League is a bad movie. I said in this video that Aquaman has very bad music, and I wanted to elaborate on that, because what I said isn't exactly what I meant. I don't think that Aquaman has a bad score. I don't necessarily remember the score that well, but I don't think that the score in Aquaman is bad. One thing that is bad in Aquaman is the licensed music. None of it fits that movie. That's what I meant in this line. The joke I made when I was talking about Shazam, and I said, hey, if I had a bigger budget, I would make it so that a lightning bolt came down when I said Shazam, and then I would be an adult, but I don't have the budget for that. I actually thought that that was a funny joke. The background finally looks good in this one, because Cap's shield isn't balancing on a bunch of random folders. And the final thing that I have to say about this video, there are no creaks. My number 2 is actually my Ninjago seasons ranking, which is the only time I have ever talked about Ninjago before on this channel. And that's because I don't really care about Ninjago that much today. Back then, it was one of my favorite shows ever, but now I'll watch a new season whenever it comes out, but like I'm not really that into it anymore. Also, I think that the show should have ended back in season 10. They're running out of ideas, let me put it that way. I actually agree with basically everything that I said in this original video. That could just be because I haven't seen Ninjago in a while, so I don't have like an updated perspective on it. This is probably the only video that I made back then that honestly kind of feels like one from today, and that's why it's ranked so high. Like, I think the way I talk about the seasons is very reminiscent of how I do these videos today. And then I did mention that I rush by a lot of the seasons in the second half. That's probably my biggest problem with this video. But other than that, I don't have a lot to say about this video, and I don't think it's that bad. My number 1, the best video that I made in my original 7 videos from back in 2019 is my Pixar ranking, which I made with my best friend, Movie Friend, who hasn't been on this channel in a while. I'm just letting you guys know that that's gonna change soon. Yeah, Movie Friend, I made this with him. He's my best friend, and I honestly think part of the reason why this is my favorite video after I rewatched all of them is just because I like seeing the two of us mess around. Like, it's hilarious. The intro of this video is so cringy, and I'm also very disturbed at how much our voices have changed. It freaks me out. I said that to Movie Friend recently. I was like, I rewatched our Pixar video and your voice has changed so much. It's scary. One thing that I do have a problem with this video in is that Movie Friend just straight up kind of hijacked my channel. Like, he stole this video. He stole my own show from me. So we wore matching shirts in this video, and at the beginning of the video I made a joke where I was like, oh, that's embarrassing, that totally wasn't intentional. And somebody actually asked me if that was intentional or not. Yeah, it was. The thing about it being embarrassing was a joke. So Movie Friend said Pixar is his favorite studio because Universal makes bad movies except for the Shrek series. Shrek isn't from Universal. So, yeah. I actually agree with a lot of the things that I said here. I disagreed with Movie Friend a lot at points in this video, but I actually do agree with a lot of my opinions that I said in this video. I mentioned the Pixar theory at one point in this video, and Movie Friend was talking about how he thinks it's dumb, and I was like, I believe in the Pixar theory. That's a joke. I don't actually believe in the Pixar theory. So Movie Friend didn't like Toy Story 3 in this video. That's actually changed. He told me that. I don't know how the heck he never liked Toy Story 3 to begin with, but yeah, he didn't like Toy Story 3, and one thing that I noted here was that he was so mesmerized when I told him that Toy Story 3 won an Oscar, so I just thought it would be funny to mention the fact that it also was nominated for Best Picture. If I had said that during this video, that would have literally blown his mind. We had a little disagreement in this video about Monsters University, and I would actually say that I agree with his side of that disagreement now more than I agree with my side. So in this video, while we were talking about Up, and one thing that I think is funny about Up is that that is probably a movie where I would say that my opinion about it over time has changed a lot. I actually like it a lot less now. Like, I still think it's a good movie. It's certainly not one of Pixar's best, though. I don't know. My opinion on Up has changed a lot. It's kind of sad, because when I first saw that movie, I thought it was amazing. One of the best movies I've ever seen, and that's just changed a lot. I don't even know why. The camera angle in this video changed again at one point. And even weirder, 17 minutes in to this video, there was a part where the screen randomly went black, and that was weird. I really liked our conversation on Coco in this video. I thought that we summed up everything with that movie very well, and I thought it was so good that I felt the need to write it down here. 20 minutes into this video, I randomly pick up a pencil for no reason, and I wave it at the camera. Anyway, yeah, that's basically all I have to say. I just really liked this video because it's funny to see me and Movie Friend just kind of messing around with each other in it. Yeah, this channel's come a long way. Those were my thoughts on my first 7 videos ever. It was really surreal watching all of these videos again and being like, wow, I've come a long way. But anyway, I hope you enjoyed. If you did, leave a like and subscribe, and see ya, movie fans.